So we had a good practice today. Really watched the film in detail with the guys. We gave them both Saturday and Sunday off because it's the last time we'll have a 2-day break until after after USC, excuse me. They came in really focused today, and I thought it was a good meetings. There's so many little things we can improve on from the game. It could have been big things for us, and there's things that we did in the game that if we don't correct now, the next team will exploit that we didn't get exploited on. So that's why you improve so much as a team from the first week to the second week, because you can show them all those things in real live bullets. They listen in practice, but they really listen when they see it in the game.
So when you're watching that film and you're watching offensively, the things that you guys didn't do the last 43 minutes, what kind of things did you see?
Well, we moved the ball well, and then we just made some small mistakes down there. We either missed a block, didn't call it out correctly, didn't sit in the pocket and throw it to the right guy, dropped a ball, that type of thing was some of the things that we did. And then when they watch it on film, they're like, oh, you got to be kidding me. And so they'll learn from that. And a lot of times that happens in the first game. Sometimes when you play a first game against another team that's played their first game, those things don't magnify as much as they do later in the season. And because they're still rough around the edges. And I thought Colorado State was not as rough around the edges as we were in that game. And so we'll make a difference. We'll keep going, and we'll play better in those situations and have more plays made, which will turn into more points.
So you really saw that. You were worried about that advantage. CSU having a game ahead of time. You really saw that.
Yeah, I felt like it happened, especially in some of the line stunts that happened to us the first time, and then the quarterback not seeing a couple things for the first time. Helps on that because they're just so concentrating on what we're doing instead of being able to. It's kind of like a horse that runs with blinders, and then after another, it kind of opens up every game, and then you can see better. If that makes sense, that's the way I do it.
Is there any comfort knowing that you didn't get out physical? There was just some mistakes that were made, that they're mental mistakes.
We played really physical. They did too. I thought they played a good football game. I think one of the plays that kind of changed the momentum of the game is we got them 17-0. We're driving, we throw a ball out there, and we just don't catch it right, and it kind of bobbles off, and their DB made a phenomenal play and pulled it out and got it. We usually catch that ball right there. It's a first down. We're rolling again. We're holding about the 50, and hopefully we can go in and score. So that was, to me, the kind of the momentum turning play. And then the rest of the game was we made plays, they made plays, and we just made a few more than they did to keep them out of the end zone. And that was the telltale sign.
Early impressions of Texas State?
Texas State, their quarterback that transferred from Mississippi State, where he played behind Dak Prescott for a while, and then Fitzgerald and him battled, and he won the job. He's a really big, good athlete. Can run the ball. He looks like an SEC quarterback, and he made some big plays for him the other night. He scored twice, I think. He scored once and then got it right down there close again, and the other guy scored. So they'll run the quarterback a lot. He can make a lot of throws. He can sprint out. I was impressed with that. Defensively, they got some really good-looking linebackers that are really good players. So they'll be a force for us in the run on that situation. It's a weird situation for them down there last week. The hurricane, of course, happened in Houston. And then Houston Baptist came and played them, which they were deciding if they should or not. Texas State has the right to say who's going to play because it's their home game. So Houston Baptist came down and played. So it was kind of a mixed emotion game, I imagine, for both sides. So I definitely think that we'll see they beat Houston Baptist, had a chance to beat them. They played well. And then, so I think we'll see an even better team, of course, this week. And this is Coach Withers' second year there. He did a great job building James Madison to what you see now. And he does a heck of a job. They've got a good football team that can do a lot of different things against us. But I was really impressed with the linebackers, and I was impressed with their quarterback and how he was able to handle the game and make throws. First play of the game, he throws a 50-yard bomb, right on the money. Made a couple runs. So we're going to have to be really understanding where he is.
What's the biggest way you think you guys can improve defensively?
You got all afternoon. There's a lot of things we can do. You talking about defensively? Yeah, defensively, there's a lot of things we can do to get better. We're just, a couple of the bubbles, we weren't tight enough, and a bubble turns into a 10-yard play. You can't have that. We didn't play those quite right. they hit us on a run there where 2 runs they hit on us. If we just do what we're supposed to, go under the block instead of outside the block, it's a no-brainer, you know. So things like that, that's what always everybody goes, well, how do you stop the run? It's the run fits. We did well most of the night. A couple times we didn't. If the kids see that and understand that, you can play well against the run.
Do you guys have any of your suspended players back this week?
I do not know the answer to that yet. Do not know the answer to that yet. I'm told on one of those for sure. I'll be told.
With Steven specifically, I mean, you talked about rough around the edges and things to get better on, but his first game really is the lead guy. Just can you evaluate?
Well, you know, he was 21 to 29. You know, there was a few things where a couple times he got out of the pocket and made some great plays, and a couple times he should have stayed in the pocket. And he's just got to learn that and feel that, and understand where we are on the field a couple times. If he understood where we were on the field, you really just run up in there and get back to the line of scrimmage, and now we're still in field goal range. Those are things that you got to kind of learn. You don't want to take away the athleticism and the playmaking ability, so you got to be careful on how you coach that, because you don't want to take away a guy's stinger and his abilities. Like, you know, if you have a great 3-point shooter, you don't want to don't ever shoot. You know, you still got to let him do what he does. But there's times he knows I can't take that 3-pointer. I got to hold it. I got to pull it out. So he'll learn that as he goes.
Coach, UCLA had the biggest comeback in college football in the past decade yesterday.
Yeah, that was something else.
Yeah,
I was really proud of him, really happy for him. That was a heck of a comeback. I didn't see till the last 4 minutes because I was working on Texas State, and somebody came down and said, "Hey, you got to see this." So we sat in there as a staff late last night, and then we had to go back to work. And what we did is we took out our timesheet of how to manage a game at the end of the game, and just went through it. We talked through it. Okay, how would we handle this situation? How would we handle this situation? And then watched it unfold. That was an amazing finish. And I'm happy for Jim Moore and the UCLA Bruins in the Pac-12. That was pretty cool.